Football. Fantasy. Football. Fantasy. Football. Fantasy. Football. Fantasy. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening to the episode of Fullbuddy Cast presents Fantasy Football. I don't know how this is going to look in the future because we've got someone that's getting a replacement toe surgery. Craig Bentley.
I'll be around, just maybe not right in this seat.
A toe-onoscopy.
Maybe we can do a live where you can actually hear me.
That was not my fault. We're in a stadium.
Yeah, an empty one.
They were all eating. They were all getting their food.
We've got that's Corey Bentley as well, and Craig Bentley, and we've got a special guest. I cannot wait. This special guest pays us $10 a month to put this thing together so he can ask scary questions.
Skelly.
We've got Jared Skelly. He's bringing the heat. He's bringing his meat.
What?
And they're taking a seat. Yeah?
That was awkward.
Now you see what we deal with most of the time.
I'm sorry you're sitting next to him.
I said he's lacing his cleats. What did you guys hear? All right. So fantasy football, we'll do the scary Skelleys in a bit, but we're going to do our picks. I want Jared also to give his stardoms, situms, waiver wire pickup, and also a survivor pick as well. Hopefully he's put that one together. We're going to go with Corey first. Corey Bentley, who are you playing this week?
James Conner.
James Conner.
Yeah.
Good pick with Chase Edmonds out.
Yeah.
And James Conner he hadn't had a game like that since he played for the Steelers.
He was scoring touchdowns anyway. Now he gets the yardage with it.
It's intense.
Yeah.
So good call. Do you have James Conner?
No. I don't always pick people I just have.
I'm just curious.
Oh, I don't have him.
Good pick, Craig.
That also says James Conner because he scored 6 TDs in the last 3 games. Underneath in parentheses, though, Dearest Johnson. Playing every snap of the game for the Cleveland Browns.
Pretty much. Mark Ingram might be too.
That's on my waiver just in case somebody dropped him.
Dearness Johnson, I got him as my stardom as well. I've got him in all my leagues. I'm so happy. But I also have I don't want to talk about it yet. I'm going to hold off on talking about it now. Jared, who you starting? Who's your starter?
Jonathan Taylor.
Of course.
Yeah.
Always.
We're going to talk about Jonathan Taylor in a second.
Perfect.
I do like that you're using it, though, and rubbing it in faces.
What?
I know you're rubbing it in certain Colts fans' faces that you have them.
It's a great start. I have him in both my other leagues, and he's starting.
Good. It's a good start by you.
I don't even move him. He just stays in the same spot.
Jared, who you sitting? We're gonna do the
Naheem Hines. Because he shouldn't get any carries in that offense, and it's absolute garbage, and he makes me less of a fan of the coach.
I might start him this week.
Are you playing Jared?
No, but it would be awesome.
That would be
I'm
great.
playing Corey, so I need to be better. Because you can't root against him.
Oh.
I mean, I wouldn't.
Are you a guy that I know you take your fantasy football seriously,
I'll still root for the
but
Colts.
Colts are way more.
Yeah.
You should. Who's your tight end right now? Who's starting for your tight end?
I got to start.
He's starting the
Please tell me.
Ertz.
I got to start Ertz.
Drop Ertz.
That's all I got. I got him and Gronk. Gronk's out.
Go pick up Jack Doyle right now. I know you can, and start Jack Doyle.
No, you got to start Mo Alley over Doyle. Remember how he was on the
Yeah.
bench? He was a super cool guy. Super cool.
We did.
On the bench when Jack
Maybe
Doyle
you
was on
can
the
DM him and say like, "Hey,
we had a bond when he looked up at us.
And then he was
Mo
like
Alley.
swearing about not getting the ball.
really?
Yeah.
He's like, give me the ball."
He was pissed.
And I'm like, that dude is
someplace.
huge.
Yeah.
Really?
He's a big dude.
He's a big dude.
Okay. So you're sitting Hines.
Yeah, I have to. I think that. I'm hoping, but I don't know. Tannehill versus the Saints is one that I go back and forth on. I'm thinking about sitting him, even though I don't have another option. Their pass defense, their rush, coming off a big win like that, a couple big wins. I'm a little hesitant.
Makes sense. I'd be hesitant too. I hate this is who I'm sitting, and I have him in every league, and I hate him, but I love him, but I hate him. Jarvis Landry. Like, this guy is the Mike Evans of the Browns. He's either going to put up great numbers or no numbers. But this season, he's been putting up
not great numbers, decent numbers, like good numbers, and no numbers. And it's pissing me off. I also I went and spent the farm on Jeremy McNichols, and I wish I would have known they were going to bring in friggin' Adrian Peterson the next day.
It's in his name. Tells you how much he's worth. You should have saw it.
Well, kinsman.
Anyway, I'm benching Jeremy McNichols too, because I think that other guy, not Adrian, I think that other guy has a great shot at it too. Who is
Foreman?
It? Foreman.
Yeah.
Jeez, he looks
Deontay.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right
He
here
came back from that
on my
Achilles.
waiver.
He looks good.
And then I want to talk Jordan Howard here in a second, but we're gonna go ahead.
Sitting? Is that
Yeah.
what I'm on now?
Yeah.
I'm either sitting Gibson or McKisnick. One of the. I don't
We have
care
the
who
same
you have.
list. Mine is Gibson against the Tampa
Bucks.
Bay defense, and he's coming off a shin fracture.
Hey.
He hasn't healthy yet.
Tampa Bay's defense
Yeah,
has only allowed one back over 67 yards.
and he's got a shin fracture.
Go ahead, say it, Jared.
I have him in another league.
He's had it all year.
Yeah, and he hasn't really
And
done that much. He hasn't scored
Stunk
since
and
like
was
week
not
2.
worth the 13th overall pick. at all.
Yeah.
I have him in another league that I'm benching him for the Tampa Bay.
I think we're going to change our team or our podcast name to I had him in another league.
Yeah.
That's all it's going to be.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I'll save it for Skelleys.
Okay. What's now? I'm curious to see if your waiver wire is going to be the same waiver wire as
Well,
Craig.
my one waiver wire was already Dearness just in case somebody dropped him because
Right.
they thought Chubb was back, and my other one was Mark Ingram.
Yeah.
Because he should have picked him up. Well, it's only going to be one game. It's not like you're going to get something more out of him. But
Right.
My waivers actually was, I think, Deontay Foreman. Because I think if you pick him up, stash him, I think Peterson is going to get some carries just because of who he is. But I think Foreman actually, in a week or two, is probably going to be the back, I think.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I could
Stash,
definitely
not
see
trash.
that. My waiver wire. By the way, shout out to I think it was Corey. Who was the Pat Fryerith?
you're welcome. I started him too.
That was yours, right? Fryermuth or whatever. I picked him up. I have him now,
Brandon calls him French fries.
and
He's like, "Did you start French fries?" I was like, "Of course I did."
I'm benching Dalton Schultz ahead of him too, and I love Dalton Schultz.
Claypool's supposed to be out, I think, so and maybe get some more targets.
Yeah, exactly. Him and I got Deontay Johnson. So I got Deontay Johnson on the same team as Pat Fryermuth. I just need to have a decent game there.
You realize that Najee Harris, although I play against him, is going to have 200 yards and 4 touchdowns because Detroit sucks and they're not going to pass the ball at all.
This man is complaining when his QB wide receiver combo plays the Redskins.
I'd be pissed too. I'd be mad.
Like Brady throws 4 TDs against good teams, and he plays the Redskins.
Yeah. Anyway, my waiver wire is going to be Mark Ingram too, and I think that if you
What I'm
haven't,
saying is he's a whiner, is what I'm trying
if
to
you
say.
haven't picked up Donovan Peoples-Jones, go pick him up too. You should, if he's available, just stash him on your roster because we've got no Odell, we've got no Jarvis Landry because he sucks. Austin Hooper might be a good pickup too because it seems like he gets some good throws his way, but Donovan Peoples-Jones is looking good. Who's your waiver?
I had Peoples-Jones, to be honest. I think that they're going to keep doing what they're doing. They're going to run, and then they're going to throw deep, and he's fast and seems to come down with it quite a bit.
Yeah, Baker's starting it out. I think Baker watched that video that Odell's dad put together. It's like, yeah, I guess I could throw the ball farther. That'd be kind of a better idea rather than just throwing it up in the air and having it come down.
There's something down there past 15 yards.
Do the Browns play the Rams this year?
I don't
Because
know.
Baker's going to stab Odell
No,
in
they
the
play.
parking lot.
I think the Browns play the Patriots, and everyone was surprised that
He didn't go there.
Yeah, that Belichick didn't pick him up for one game just to get the intel.
Looked like it was down to Green Bay and the Rams, and then Green Bay just offered him the veteran minimum and wouldn't budge.
Well, that's what they do.
Yeah.
Hey, Aaron, you want him? Okay, you get the minimum? That's what we can do.
Yeah. All right, Survivor pick. Right now, we're all out. Right?
Yeah, I'm out of it. If I had to choose and I hadn't did it yet, I would take Tampa because I don't think there's any way they lose to Washington.
I'm going Philly over Denver.
In Denver.
Stamp it.
Wow.
That's the Craig. What was that from years ago when Craig had a star or a thing that you made us say that was our lock? Remember when we all had shapes?
Yes, that's right. The triangle or whatever. Yes, or How do we do that? The coins, the Irish. Yeah, you're the Shamrock. Yes,
Craig Shamrock.
Yes, the Shamrock. Mine is. I think the Jags have figured it out. They have James Robinson that is questionable, but they also have Carlos Hyde as the back. I think they've finally figured out how to play. Duval. We're going them beating the Colts.
That's a horrible pick.
Wow.
And you know what?
Do you want to bet on that game?
We got a 5-4 home game in the Rocky Mountains. Denver over Eagles. And you know what? We've got a Green Bay home game. They're beating the Seahawks. I'm picking everyone. I'm picking against all of us because that's the type of friend that I am. If I'm going to pick against your teams, I'm picking against my team. Go ahead, Jared.
I have the Packers written down as well.
Yeah.
I think Russell's going to come back, and it's going to be
Nothing.
great.
It's not going to be good at all.
Nope.
Fingerless.
Chris Carson, who knows where he's at.
He's out, yeah.
So,
Hey,
effing pisses
Travis,
me off, yeah.
do you want to bet on the Jags game?
Yeah, I will.
All right, $10.
$10.
Yeah.
Jags.
With spread or just straight up?
Just straight up.
Straight up.
I don't even need a spread.
I don't need a spread either. In fact, you know what? I'll give you 2 touchdowns. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
No.
Was this 3 ninjas? Game to 10. Spot you 9.
So does that mean you're going to take Denver for $10? Also?
I'll go $10 on Denver too.
Too bad you didn't choose the Seahawks, Jared. You could have bet him $10 for the Green Bay game.
You guys want to bet against the Seahawks with me?
No,
No,
I think the
believe
Seahawks
Seahawks
should lose too.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad.
Unless Aaron doesn't come back.
No, it's still.
I really
No.
hope nobody listened to me last week. Sorry, Jordan Love.
Wow. Well, I thought the same thing about Aaron Jones.
Because guess what? I did. It didn't work out.
Dude, Aaron Jones didn't work out for me either. Gosh. All right, Jared, we got your Skelleys in person, ready to punch these fools in the face.
Would you start Pollard over Gibson if you have them both and go double running backs?
You
for
start
Dallas?
Elliott and Pollard.
Yeah.
Who's your other running back other than Gibson?
Jonathan Taylor, so I'm scoring 30 right there.
Oh, instead of starting another receiver.
Who's Dallas play again?
So I start 3 running backs because Harris is going to be out.
Who's
Damian
Dallas playing?
Harris. I don't have that.
Atlanta, I think.
Atlanta. It is Atlanta.
Hey, by the way, they're playing on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't have a receiver that's better than
Well,
Pollard,
apparently
if you
Clay-
really have to go 3 running backs, yeah.
If you have to go 3 running backs,
I'd go over
Claypool's gonna be
Gibson.
out.
Yeah.
I don't like starting 2 running backs on the same team. Unless a couple times if it was Cleveland. I mean, that's a little bit different. But I would start probably 2 running backs before I would anybody against Tampa. That's just me, though.
So pick one. Gibson. Claypool is probably out.
Oh,
That's-
I
that's right.
thought it was just
Claypool
is out.
is out.
Is out.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I thought it was just between
No.
Pollard and them, Gibson.
That's, yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Broncos D or Phillies? Or versus Phillies? Or would you start San Francisco? And I didn't write down who they play.
They play the
Rams.
Rams, so
Yeah,
I would
Rams.
start the other D.
The Monday
Yeah.
night game, but I would
Because I didn't
the
start
Rams.
Miami last night, because why not?
By the way, are you more nervous as a Ravens fan that right now maybe putting that extra DB in there? Adam Schefter tweeted it out that
Nobody's gonna blitz that much like the Rams.
Yeah, that's like the most anybody's blitzed their DBs in forever.
Or are you more nervous if you're a Chiefs fan and how Patrick Mahomes can't seem to freaking figure it out right now? He's got COVID.
which fan
He's
base
got-
should be more nervous?
Yeah. Are you
I
a
think the Chiefs.
Ravens fan or a Chiefs fan?
I
Or
think
or
The
nervous?
Chiefs has long term not looked good. The Ravens have looked good before. It's just one game.
I don't think either fans have to worry about it.
Okay, if you're a fantasy football owner, are you worried about Lamar Jackson not putting up points? Or are you more
I'd be
afraid
more worried
that
about Mahomes. I
Mahomes
paid
not-
more for him.
Yeah, I got Mahomes too.
You,
and-
you highly drafted him, and
yeah,
you
I'm
probably
ready
took
to trade
Lamar
him.
in like the
I'm
6th
really
round.
I'm really ready to trade him for Daniel Jones. Just kidding. But
Straight up.
no take backs. All right, keep going, Jared.
So you need a quarterback.
'Kay.
'cause- And Burrow, I get sacked a lot, is on a bye. So I have to pick Tannehill, who's on my roster, or go pick up Teddy Two Gloves versus Philly, or Mac Jones
Against
versus
Cleveland.
the Titans.
Mm.
No,
No,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
New England
Browns.
plays
You're right,
against
you're
the
right,
Browns.
the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tannehill's versus New Orleans.
Yes, I would take
I
Tannehill.
would still lean Tannehill.
That's
I have
right.
the choice in another league between Tannehill and Cousins. I'm still might go Tannehill over Cousins. 'Cause
yeah, I think they're figuring out the running backs right now, and I think McNichols. The only upside of McNichols is that you could possibly see more screen passes to him from Tannehill. But
I think what Tannehill's become is just consistent, where he usually doesn't make big mistakes. It's just consistent. He might only throw one touchdown. He might run for one. It might not be a huge. It's not going to be a huge game, but he'll be like consistently like in the middle.
I appreciate it. The last one is flex good?
The flex spot.
The flex spot.
No, it's not.
I don't mind it.
why not? I feel like
Never liked it.
that's the game changer. That's okay. That's the game changer. I like flex because it does give you different types of strategy. Some people like 3 running backs. Some people like 3 wide receivers.
2 tight ends.
Very rarely do I see 2 tight ends.
It's already happening in our
Yeah.
league. I think
A
somebody's
couple
starting 2
times.
tight ends. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the more of the thing that you could probably get rid of are kickers.
No.
No, think about it.
Boo.
Think about it.
Kickers are fun.
Yeah, they're fun, but they score pretty. Like you could have a heater, and they're scoring as much as a wide receiver.
Yeah, so pick a good kicker.
But then they could score 3 one week,
Or pick a good
or
streamer.
they could. I'm just saying they're more volatile.
Yeah.
Where you have like a running back or wide receiver, they can be more consistent. When you have kickers, you could have that same kicker score you 17 points one game and 3 points the next game and no points the game, and then 15 points.
But that's
It's-
strategy. You have to
Yeah.
account for that.
The only other players out there, yeah, I know it's strategy, but the only other players that are kind of like that are like the second down or like the goal line backs that may get a couple pound them throughs that they don't, for whatever reason, they don't put out. Dalvin Cook isn't, well, maybe Dalvin Cook is, but AJ Dillon may get more goal lines than an Aaron Jones occasionally, depending on whatever the game is, and they just go, "Hey, I was going to do AJ Dillon this time." Anyway, that's just. I feel like you can't. Kickers are horrible.
If an NFL kicker can change the outcome of an NFL game, they should be able to change the outcome of your fantasy game also.
I used to agree with that. And now I go, that's stupid, dumb.
But if you draft a kicker a round or 2 or 12 rounds earlier than somebody not, and you get the best kicker that you don't have to worry about. Yeah, they might not score double digits every single week, but over the whole year, you don't have to worry about it.
All right, let's pull up the best kicker right now.
It's probably
Harrison Butker?
Matt Gay, or the
It's gonna be
Arizona
somebody the
Cardinals
team
kicker.
scores a lot.
It's the Cardinals
It's
and the
going to
Rams.
be the team that scores a lot. That's
It's
what I'm
the
saying.
Cardinals and the Rams
Look at
kicker.
Tucker. Tucker's been one of the best fantasy kickers ever.
I think it's
And
Matt Gay.
this year he hasn't been very good, but Baltimore's still scoring points.
True.
So it can't be, it's not just on.
It's Matt
teams.
Gay or it's Prater.
Let's just do Chris Boswell. Okay. He's 11th. We're just going to do that so I can see it. 12, 7, 3, 7, 11, 13, 3, 16. Okay, let's find the best one. Let's That's
Look, in your league, though. How does your league score field goals?
Look up Matt Gay.
Okay.
I guarantee he's probably the top 2.
Matt Gay. He's the second. Let's look at him. 12, 9, 11, 8, 9, 8, 9, 8, 12.
It's pretty consistent.
That's consistent. But what I'm saying is like look at frickin' Boswell, 3s and 12s and 3s and 12s. That sucks.
Well, he did go out because he had a concussion one week.
So if you look at where people draft kickers at, would it make more sense to draft more kickers early to get one of those
You'd think.
than a wide receiver?
So
that blows
just
his
draft
ACL
kickers
at 1-2?
earlier, Travis.
Justin Tucker is 4th in fantasy. Let's see his. 11, 7, 16, 13, 3, 12, 6, 10, 4. That's like Mike Evans. Mike Evans is going to get like 24 points or 4 points. And that's why I avoid Mike Evans, because
He's the plague.
he's
Or
so
you can
rough.
just choose the right weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. Magic 8 Ball, the Mike Evans. Do I start him this week?
What's funny is that he's been that way through multiple quarterbacks.
Yeah.
It's not just Brady. It's not
Right.
just pass.
And it's even worse now because they have Godwin and Brown and Gronk and Cameron Brayton. I'm just kidding. But anyway, thank you. I just wanted to discuss kickers with you guys for a moment. Thank you. Appreciate that. Jared, thanks for coming on for Scary Skelleys.
Thanks for having me.
Was it everything that you wanted it to be?
Since he brought up and tried to rub Taylor in my face live on the air, what do you want for Taylor in a trade?
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like he's probably a top 10 player. So how many teams are in our league? Something like that, plus some stuff. I don't know.
A top? What do you mean? How many people?
At
are in
least
the
a first rounder.
You want full
That's what you're
teams?
saying is a
At
first
least
round
a
pick.
first rounder. Yeah.
What if it's a player and a pick? Does a pick go down?
Is the player a keeper also?
It could be, I guess.
Because he'd be my keeper this year, so it'd have
Let's
to
do a trade right now on the air. Let's do it right now on the air.
It'd have to be a keeper to make the round go down, because a keeper could be worth less than the value you're getting back to try to win this year.
I'm still thinking about just trading everything. I got Jamar Chase. I got
Dude,
Taylor.
I think we just showed how valuable a kicker is.
If you're gonna
So you can take.
Yeah, Zerline scored me.
if you're
0
gonna
points
trade
last
everything,
week.
if you would
That's what I'm
trade
saying.
Taylor,
Get
then
rid
you
of
would
him.
keep Burrow and Chase.
I would not keep a quarterback.
Then who are you gonna keep?
I got options.
Well,
I got Claypool and his toe.
You said bad options? I've got some
Before-
horrible options in front of me right now.
I don't think I would keep Burrow. Although, well, it doesn't matter because he's a regular keeper. He's not that. So
yeah, you
for
don't
our
lose.
league,
You don't
yeah,
lose anything for Burrow.
I would probably try to find a
It's a
positional
league where
player.
I think
He's not a top 15
who kept
quarterback.
Did I keep
right
Liner?
now.
Did you keep
I
Liner?
did.
You kept Liner 1 year.
I had nobody else.
Yeah, I remember. There's been QBs that are kept before.
I hope you hung on to Liner
Yeah,
this
I kept
entire
Mahomes
time.
2 years.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
I was also the first person to keep a tight end.
Who was
Mahomes
that?
is different.
Ertz?
Ertz.
Who?
Ertz.
Yeah, makes sense.
There's also or to be not be named in our league. Just doesn't want any keepers. Just trades them away.
Gotta edit that now. That was a non-editing one. Not gonna edit it.
Not if nobody knows about it.
No, because then someone's gonna listen to it. Then it's gonna go on the text chain. And next thing you know, I'm gonna see him at the golf course.
Well,
and
now they know because who it is because you.
no
talked
one
about
knows. Mystery man. You can say mystery man.
It. Yes,
Mystery man.
deal.
Okay. All right. Thanks for listening, everyone. Go Denver. Go Jaguars. Go Seahawks. But you're gonna lose.
Go Colts.
Go Eagles.
Go Colts and Jonathan Taylor.
Agreed.
Football. Fantasy. Football. Fantasy. Football. Fantasy. Football. Fantasy.